Well, Mr. Homan never took the $50,000 that you're referring to, so you should get your facts straight, number one. Number two, this was another example of the weaponization of the Biden Department of Justice against one of President Trump's strongest and most vocal supporters.
Many agents and sources involved in this essentially were really concerned because they did record him accepting a bag of cash. And most FBI seasoned investigators view accepting cash in a secret meeting that is surreptitiously arranged as sort of evidence of corrupt intent, someone realizing that they're doing something criminal and inappropriate.
On this episode of Code Blue in America, the breaking news segment, Tom Homan accepting bag of cash, caught on tape. Watch this space, folks, because while this scandal may not hit Epstein cover-up levels of jaw-dropping, it's still a full-blown catastrophic dumpster fire of the rule of law under Trump's new administration. According to MSNBC, there's reportedly a video of Tom Homan doing the world's worst audition for Breaking Bad, casually accepting a fat bag of cash.
So in late 2023 and some of 2024, the FBI in Texas was engaged in an investigation that was separate. They were looking into a whole nother matter, and they ran into a business executive and official who knew Homan well. And during these conversations with this subject of their investigation, this subject kept saying, Tom Homan can get you contracts in a future Trump administration in exchange for money. This intermediary for Homan proposed that the undercover agents posing as business executives pay $1 million and that they would land them some great contracts when Trump was elected. The FBI then essentially opened a new investigation of Tom Homan because they felt they had to. And they began reaching out to him, having communications with him and his intermediary. And eventually it culminated in a meeting in September 20th, 2024, when Tom Homan accepted a bag of cash with $50,000 in it. The intermediary also was there.
And guess what? The FBI opened an investigation, mainly because, you know, when someone takes $50,000 in a sketchy backroom meeting, even rookies at the Bureau call that a red flag. Legal experts say he could have been charged then and there, even though he wasn't technically a public official. But surprise, surprise, the investigation mysteriously stalled once Trump's people moved into the DOJ and FBI. And just last month, poof, the whole thing got buried like your grandma's fruitcake recipe. And then came the White House spin machine. Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt went on what I can only describe as a white lie tirade, insisting that Tom Homan never accepted $50,000 cash. She didn't even blink, not once.
Caroline, so too on the Homan investigation, I mean, can you just speak to, did the president ask the Justice Department to close the case, and does Homan have to return the $50,000?
Well, Mr. Homan never took the $50,000 that you're referring to, so you should get your facts straight, number one. Number two, this was another example of the weaponization of the Biden Department of Justice against one of President Trump's strongest and most vocal supporters in the midst of a presidential campaign. You had FBI agents going undercover to try and entrap one of the president's top allies and supporters, someone who they knew very well would be taking a government position months later. Mr. Homan did absolutely nothing wrong, and even the President's Department of Justice, even Kash Patel's FBI, looked into this just to make sure. They had a number of different prosecutors and FBI agents who looked into this. They found zero evidence of illegal activity or criminal wrongdoing. In the White House and the President stand by Tom Homan 100% because he did absolutely nothing wrong, and he is a brave public servant who has done a phenomenal job in helping the President shut down the border. Mary.
Either she's the world's greatest poker player, or she's been practicing in the mirror for this exact moment. But here's the kicker. The whole shady exchange was caught. On tape. I don't know about you, but I've got my popcorn ready, because when that video drops, it's gonna trend harder than Taylor Swift's next breakup song. Meanwhile, Trump is still demanding the DOJ prosecute all his political enemies.
No, I just want people to act. They have to act, and we want to act fast. You know, they were ruthless and vicious. I was Impeached twice. I was indicted 5 times. It turned out to be a fake deal. And we have to act fast. One way or the other. One way or the other. They're guilty. They're not guilty. We have to act fast. If they're not guilty, that's fine. If they are guilty or if they should be charged, they should be charged. And we have to do it now.
Don't you just love it when the president says, hey, everything's fine as long as the folks who tried to impeach me aren't guilty? Like, wait a minute. If they're not guilty, then doesn't that make him guilty by default? Somebody's got to take the fall here, right? This isn't musical chairs, there's no free seat left. And let's be real, the man already started the band, led the choir, and sold the tickets. So if his own buddies at the DOJ can't dig up a single scrap of evidence against Trump's so-called enemies, then guess what? The spotlight swings right back on him. And folks, that's when the chorus hits. Mr. President, you are guilty as charged. Yet somehow his own inner circle looks like a walking episode of Law & Order, SVU Special Verdicts Unit. Convictions everywhere, indictments left and right, people running from subpoenas like it's tag at recess. At some point, you gotta ask, if it walks like a duck, quacks like a duck, and is constantly photographed with bags of cash, it's not just a duck, it's probably a corrupt duck with a lawyer on retainer. And that's the cold truth on the Code Blue in America, only on OGM News.
All right, friends, here's the deal. We need your support to level up our game. How can you help? Simple. Like, share, and drop a comment. Shower us with your love, your applause, or even your brutally honest displeasure. We can take it, we promise. Your feedback fuels us, even if it stings a little. And before you dash off, go ahead and smash that subscribe button on YouTube. Follow us everywhere. Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram. Heck, if you're feeling retro, send us a carrier pigeon or a smoke signal. Stay awesome, stay witty, and we'll see you next time.